Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to tackle a subject that has been causing me lots of pain and stress the last few months, and we're going to be talking about that right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back to I Am Just Justin. I am Justin. You can call me Just Justin, just nothing inappropriate, okay? So, I'm going to be talking about a few things that have been traveling with me for a while. Okay, so the last video I did back in March. Yeah, it's been a while. So back in March of 2026, I did that's the last video I did. I know I have a car video coming out here, but it's all done and everything like that. I just haven't published it yet. There's some things been going on in my life since March. I mean, it was happening before March, but it really hit home here April and May, and it really hit hard in June. Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I'm going to be talking about my mental health. Okay? So, mental health is a very big thing for everyone in the world. Okay? You can be the most successful, the most richest person out there, famous, but you'll still have mental health issues, unfortunately. All right? So, my mental health issue has really taken a toll on me the last few months. I'll get into it here, okay? But let's talk about some mental health and what it's based off of, okay? And mental health is generally built on three interconnected pieces, okay? Some people might say, "Oh, those are areas, Justin. What are you thinking and talking about?" Okay? Okay, so number one, emotional well-being, okay? I'm going to read some notes, so just bear with me. Your ability to recognize and understand and manage your feelings. It is what allows you to experience happiness, navigate grief, and bounce back from setbacks, or come back from resilience. Okay? So, that's number one. Number two is the psychological well being. Now, you can how you view yourself, okay, and your life. This includes your self esteem, your sense of purpose, and how to process thoughts and information that's in your head. Okay? And then the number three is the social well being. Okay? And this is the quality of your connection. It involves how you communicate with others, build a meaningful relationships, and contribute to your community. All right, so those are the three areas, okay? Your emotional, your psychological, and your social. All right. So now we got a basis on that. Let's talk a little bit about me and where I have been in the last few months. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see, if you have good mental health, you'll always have good thoughts. You'll be motivated to get things done. You'll be happy and you'll have a positive outlook on life. Okay. So if you have a great mental health, leave a comment down below and tell us what you're doing, okay? But if you're not, let's continue on, okay? So, if you have bad mental health, then I'm just going to read some things off here really quick. You'll have negative thoughts. You will not be motivated to get things done. You will not be happy. You will not have a positive outlook on life. You will not enjoy the things you used to. That's a big thing right there. You will struggle with thoughts of staying alive. You will struggle with the daily grind in life. You will push people away. You will isolate yourself. You will have an unexplained decline in one's performance at work or school. You will feel numb, detached, or state that you don't care about anything anymore. You will experience severe insomnia. You will gain weight since you see food as a coping method. You will lose weight since you're not hungry anymore. That's kind of an opposite. You'll have brain fog. You won't remember how to do certain things, struggle to concentrate, or make everyday decisions that was once easy. Okay, so that's a list of things that will show that if you have good or bad mental health. Okay, so let's go step by step of what I'm dealing with those things we just read. Okay, so you'll have negative thoughts. Oh, heck yes, all the damn time. Okay, you will not be happy. Oh, heck no, I am not happy. Okay, positive outlook on life. What is positive? Seriously, what is positive? Okay, you will not enjoy doing things you used to. Yeah, for the last since March, I have stopped doing the things I like to do, like filming videos, like writing and stuff like that. I just stopped doing everything I love to do. All right? I just stopped it. And I was thinking, why bother? Okay? You'll have struggle with thoughts of staying alive. Oh, yeah, I struggle. I struggle big time at that. You will push people away. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately. Haven't been responding to texts, and if I do, it's just like one or two words, like "Yeah, what's up, man? Leave me," Sometimes I wish I could say, "Just leave me alone." I don't want to have social connections with anyone because I'm pushing people away because of my mental health. You will isolate yourself. Yeah, I have isolated myself. I've actually isolated myself for the past few years in my office. That's just because that's one of the places I feel safe at, and it's where I don't have to talk to people like my family and stuff like that. Yeah, I isolate myself in my office just so I can get things done. Well, most of the time I just watch YouTube, or right now I'm watching White Collar and Arrow. So yeah, you'll have an unexplained decline in one's performance at work or school. Yeah, I used to have a lot of those issues at school where I just didn't care. My quality of work, my desire to do any of the schoolwork went downhill. Um, and I never had a problem with work until the last little bit, 6 or 7 years. Yeah, it's been hard. You'll feel numb, detached, or state that you don't care about anything anymore. Yeah, lately I just don't care. I don't care what happens. I don't give a rat's ass of what the heck happens. Okay. You will experience severe insomnia. Um, I used to experience that when I was a teenager, when I had a really bad depression my senior year in high school. Oh, I had horrible insomnia. I don't anymore. I'm always tired, but I don't have insomnia. You'll gain weight since you will see food as a coping method. Yeah. Have you seen me? Yeah, I'm still an obese person, okay? And that weighs heavily on my depression. And I have used food as a coping method. Not good food. I'm talking about junk food, sweets, sugars, the good stuff. Um, you will lose weight since you aren't hungry anymore. Oh, come on. I wish I could lose my appetite. Seriously, I wish I could lose my appetite, but I don't. You will have brain fog, not remember how to do certain things, struggle to concentrate, or make everyday decisions that was once easy. Yes, yes, I do have brain fog. Sometimes I contribute it to maybe the medicine I'm taking, as my brain fog, but in reality, it's my mental health. And sometimes I can't remember simple things like math. Yeah, I'm trying to think, what is that? Or everyday decisions that I can make, or how to do something like, how did I replace that electrical socket? It takes me a while to do that. It's getting better, but I still have the brain fog. And so, yeah. And so the question you have to ask yourself, why don't you put it in the comments? What do you think I have? Do I have good mental health or do I have bad mental health? Okay. So yeah, it's just crushing me right now. It was back in maybe like 4 weeks ago. I got an email. I'm not going to tell you what the email said and stuff like that, but that pushed me down the path. I was spiraling. And everything just started coming down, crashing down upon me. Not making enough money. I wasn't making what I was making before, and that's just really killing my mental health right now. Going from the highlight up here, down here to the low, and that's really crushing me. Just not having the ability to do much, fighting for everything I have. My mental health takes a toll on my relationship with my wife, my relationship with my kids, my relationship with my siblings. Yeah, I mean, I struggle with all my relationships. I struggle, I don't want to do anything with people. I just don't really care. All right, so yeah, right now, my mental health is better than it has been in the past 3 or 4 months. I'm still struggling at doing videos and posting stuff out on YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff, but I'm still struggling with that. Because it's like, oh, why should I even do that? Why even bother doing that? No one gives a rat's boo-hoo booty. I don't want to swear too much on this thing, so yeah, no one gives a rat's booty about what I post and my content and stuff like that. Social media, that has a tendency to tear people's self-esteem down, because I have got a horrible self-esteem. So if we go back to the top three things I said before about the emotional well-being, okay, I don't know how to manage feelings. I, go up and down, go up and down, up and down, up and down. My psychological self-esteem, my sense of purpose, and how to process thoughts and information, I have no self-esteem. Okay, my self-esteem is shot to hell. Okay, basically it's just shot to hell. Okay, my purpose. What is my purpose? Okay, what is my purpose? I'm trying to figure that out. The last few years have been really hard, but the last few months have been really hard. Okay, social well-being. I don't communicate with people very well. I never have. And so that, that's just who I am. My meaningful relationships, like I said, I'm struggling to improve those relationships with everybody. But, frankly, I just don't care. So, some of the red flags you might see if you're like on the outside and you're looking in, and you might want to take a look at people and say, what kind of red flags do they have? Even if you have mental health issues like I do, you might want to take a look at some of those red flags. So let's see here. It's talking about death or unaliving yourself. Okay? That is a huge red flag. Now, I don't talk about that. I do say stuff casually around my sons and stuff like that. But I don't think I'll ever do it. But I know how to do that. But yeah. So if someone's threatening suicide or death, that's a major red flag. So pay attention. Searching for method. Okay. Looking for ways to harm oneself. Okay. All right. So if you're seeing people looking to find ways to harm themselves, okay, that's a major red flag right there. Changing their appearance, or if they're changing in the way they drive more dangerously, they just don't care. Pay attention. That is a major red flag, right? Yeah, so it's about talking about death and searching for ways to harm themselves. Okay, saying goodbye. Okay, giving away prized possessions, trying to tie up loose ends, or just making unexpected, emotionally heavily goodbye calls to loved ones. Have you done that yet? I've kind of said some goodbyes to certain people and things like that. But I don't know if they know exactly what the heck's going on with me. I haven't gave away my prized possessions yet. I don't really have any prized possessions. Maybe my camera. My kids will probably take that. My iPad, not worth anything because it's only 64 gigabits, and that makes me depressed. Yeah. So I haven't really done that yet, but that's a red flag. Okay? Okay, and if you see people with self-harming, okay, if they've got new scratches, new cuts, new stuff on their bodies, new burns, you look for that. And if they do have that, reach out and try to figure something out. Okay? So this is how to take some actions. Okay? Like I said before, if they're talking about death, suicide, self-harming, saying goodbyes, searching for ways to do things for them to themselves, reach out to them. Talk with them. Don't just say, oh, they'll come around. It's not my job. It's not my responsibility. Who gives a flying freak, man? Or flying frack. There we go, frack. Okay? Instead of saying, oh my gosh, Justin, you are acting crazy, snap out of it. Okay? Try saying, hey, Justin, I've noticed that you've been struggling lately. Is there something I can do to help you? Hey, Justin, I've noticed you haven't been posting YouTube videos on any of your channels. What is going on? That is a lot better way than saying, you are acting crazy, you are stupid, stuff like that. Don't say that. Say, I have noticed it, because it points out that you as a person has noticed what they've been doing. Okay? You listen to more than you speak. Okay? You don't sit down and you just don't go blah 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 blah. This is you. This is me. And you don't go blah 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 blah, and you don't let me speak. You sit here and listen to what I have to say while you are quiet. And encourage professional help. Yes, I will admit it. I have been seeing a therapist. I haven't in the past month or so. I need to get back to one just to talk through some of the things here. I just don't care. It's not a laughing matter. I just don't care enough to try to figure out a time to go see them. Because I have gone in there to make an appointment and stuff like that, but there's no one at the desk when I go in. There's a receptionist is always gone. So I have to figure that out, okay? And so if you know someone's in immediate danger, please call or text that number to help. In the US and Canada, you can text 988, okay? And that is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Or you can go to the nearest emergency room. I don't know, to be honest with you, the emergency room will actually do something. They'll just put you in a bay, diagnose you, and send you off to the mental ward, I think. I don't know. I've never done that before. Okay? But you have to look around and you have to find out what is going on with people. Like, I haven't responded to some texts for months. And they're probably like, what the heck? And stuff like that. And when I reached out, they haven't responded back to me. So, yeah. It's a battle. We are all facing mental health issues. But I thought I would come out here and talk about mental health. Just to make a point of what I'm going through. And maybe to help someone else who's going through the same thing. Because mental health is a serious thing, especially in our day and ages right now, where social media, it shows you the perfect people and what they're doing, Oh, I'm here on this vacation. Look at me, And you're sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, where am I going to make my next house payment? Are my kids getting enough food? Well, my kids are old, so they can fend for themselves. But is my niece getting enough food when she comes over? Is she struggling at all? All right. So social media has made it really bad. Even YouTube has made it bad. Look at my awesome new desk setup right here. Look at this, man. I spent a year working on this and $100,000. I don't know if $100,000, but it's all about the perspective and stuff like that. I might present, hey, look at my new YouTube setup. It cost me $60. Okay, but it takes a toll on your life, and if you dwell on it like I have been, you'll just get further down the foxhole. So, I just want to say, anyone who out there is suffering with mental health, leave a comment down below. See if we can help other people out. Leave something positive down below, just to help people out, because a lot of people are struggling with it. I was going back and forth about whether I should post something on YouTube about my mental health, but I thought, there might be people out there who are struggling, who might need the help, and might need to figure out ways what they're doing. If you have good mental health, you don't have any of the things that I have. But if you're struggling with anything that I mentioned in this video, go ahead and talk it through with somebody. Find someone who will actually listen to you, a professional, a therapist. Because, sometimes friends think that they're doing a really super good job, but you know what? They don't really care. Okay? Sometimes relationships, they don't really care about what you're going through, because sometimes they think, this is going to affect me and what I can do. So yeah, talk to someone who's independent. No family, no friends. If you want, you can reach out to me and talk to me. I'll be more than happy to talk with you. Okay? So, yes, my mental health has been struggling the last little bit. I think I'm rebounding back, but still the things are still, that got me way down, is still there, and I'm just working through it. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps some people out there who are suffering with mental health, and to help them understand that there are people out there, and it is a struggle for probably all 9 billion of us here on Earth. I'm not sure how many people are on Earth, but we have a lot of people on Earth. Okay? It's probably taking a toll on us here as well. Okay? So, what I want you to do is I want you to share this video out with anyone who is having problems, mental health. Okay? And say, hey, someone out there on YouTube came out and was talking about his mental health and what's it doing to him. And I've seen that you've been struggling. I'm here to help you. Watch this video and then ask me any questions. I want to help you. Just do that. Share it out. Like this video so it shares out with that YouTube algorithm about how good this video can be for other people who might have mental health. Okay? And so, yeah, this channel, there's no niche to it. And so I thought this would be a great channel to talk about my mental health on, about what I'm struggling with, and hopefully to help people out. Okay? So comment if you want. Subscribe if you want. If you don't have to, you can just comment, like, and share the video. Okay? So, until the next video will be my car video that I was supposed to publish back in March, April, May, June. That'll be coming out. And then I have some more videos, ideas coming out. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to go into them right now, but just think at other people who are struggling. Think of them and help them out and say, I have been noticing. I see that you're having a problem. I'm here to help. Say those, okay? All right, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Mental health is a serious thing. So until the next one, I will see you later. Bye. And it's okay not to be okay. Remember that.